everything but YouTube. I don't want to be anywhere but YouTube. We spread the show out, again, like peanut butter, for fun, for convenience for you guys. But it is overly silly and tricky. There's too many goofs and too many gaffes. All right, YouTube's back up. Hello, tubers. I was just speaking your good name, saying how fun it is to have the show on YouTube. That's where I want it to be. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm this close to pulling the show from everywhere. Hey, you guys, let me know in the comments. If you're watching on a different stream, if you're watching on Facebook, would you guys be willing to stop it and come to YouTube? What are we doing here? Let me know in the comments. Why don't you like YouTube? YouTube is back now. The numbers are slowly crawling back up. Welcome back. I apologize. 100% the fault of, I don't know, the people on Facebook. Can I blame the people on Facebook for that? It is. Get them numbers back up, YouTube. I apologize. I apologize. YouTube doesn't always crash. It's not YouTube. It's it's a third-party software that I use to try to bring things together, and the third-party software is what drops. I'm going to be honest, and I'm a clown that is on the platform. I don't see the appeal of it just being on Facebook. If I was on Facebook watching something, and there is things that double stream over to Facebook, and I'll be watching it with 7 other people, but then you can go to YouTube, and watch it with 700 people. It's much different, So I don't know. I know that sometimes people don't like going. I don't know why people don't like Facebook. I've never met anyone that didn't like YouTube. What, you don't like looking at funny videos, animal videos? Stories come and oh, you know what I was singing the other day? Stories from the friends next door that make us smile. Da 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 dee da da, to capture you in style. You're the red, white, and blue. Oh, the funny things you do. America, America, this is you. Ba, 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 ba. You know what I mean? America's Funniest Home Videos. This is a America's Funniest Home Videos ass world that we're living in, man. Thank you very much. All right, now I see you guys. It looks like we're good to go. We can start the show properly. I apologize, guys. Hopefully you liked that America's Funniest Home Videos song, Impromptu. Where the hell is Alfonso? Where is Alfonso Rivera? I'm just going to pull this up here. All right, we're good. Thank you, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, like. If there's a thumb button, hit it. If there's a bell or any kind of button, smash it. Like it. Subscribe to it. All those things. If you see a button, like you're looking for through a puzzle or something, any buttons you see, hit them, click them, smash them, punch your device. Got it? All right, good. We're on track. Thank you very much. Hey, let's check in with Branina 95. She is the robot that keeps most of this stuff here together. Branina, can you hear me?
Hello, Clownvis.
Hi, Branina. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm real good, Branina. Thanks. So what's new? How are you? What have you been up to?
Oh, rockin' and rollin' and whatnot.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, huh? Well, anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to say? We got a show. Do say what you want.
Not really.
Oh, all right. Well, in that case, I'm going to get back to the show, all right?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Well, let's not waste any more time. Thanks, Branina.
time. Branina 95.
Okay. Thanks, Branina. Always nice to talk to her, even when she doesn't have anything to say. That's the thing about robots. Sometimes they got nothing to say. But that doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen, because I got a lot to say tonight, baby. Put them up. Put them up. Stories from the friends next door. Da-da-da-dee. Settle the hell down. Listen. I had a really good morning this morning. I went out. This is so fun. I was invited to be a part of a surprise birthday party for the producer of an FM radio show called The Rizzuto Show. That's in St. Louis, Missouri on 105.7 on your FM dial if you are an FM head like me. Who isn't? But I love The Rizzuto Show. I've been on there a million times. I love these guys. They had a surprise 40th birthday party for their producer, who they call King Scott, and they asked if I would meet them at this go-kart and batting cages place at like 9 in the morning, and I did, and boy, it was fun. Let me show you a picture here. This is the gang from The Rizzuto Show, 105.7, The Point, everything alternative on your FM dial. And look at this, man. Let me show you who's there. That's the radio crew in that Seattle Mariners hat. That's comedian Craig Gass. Yeah, that's the real Craig Gass in the house. And, of course, the crew from the radio show here. Well, let me show you guys how much fun this was. I got in the batting cages, which I haven't done in a long time. But I think I look all right. Look at this.
Yeah! There it is.
Yeah, look at that swing. I mean, that's not bad, right? I've never been an athletic guy, but
Look out, get down.
I think it looks like I'm stepping into it properly. I'm holding my elbow up,
That's a cut right there.
and I'm making contact. Look at this. Slow motion. Slow motion over and over again. Focus your eyes on my Paul Stanley Pumas in action. It's the Pumas. Thank you very much. And then, of course, we also got to ride go-karts. Look at me on the go-kart, man. I love... Come on! Absolutely love it. Come on! So again, ladies and gentlemen, one more thank you and happy birthday to King Scott. And let me name the guys. That's with his arm around me. That's Jeff Burton. Next to him, that's Moon. That's King Scott. Comedian Craig Gass. Rizzuto. And Patrico. I love these guys. Thanks a lot, St. Louis, for letting me have some fun with your FM radio. Have a little fun on the FM dial. I mentioned in that picture was in the Seattle Mariners hat there with the Rolling Stones sweatshirt on. That is comedian Craig Gass. You guys know who Craig Gass is? I had no idea he was going to be there. I knew that he had also been on the Rizzuto Show a few times, but he isn't. He's in the same place. He's in St. Louis doing the comedy clubs there this weekend, and I am such a fan of his. Do you guys know? Now, this is the first Paul Stanley connection of the day. There's a few Paul Stanley connections I'm going to tell you guys about, all right? But this is the first Paul Stanley connection of the day. If you know who Craig Gass is, remember on the Howard Stern show in the old days when they had the program on E! Television Network? Well, Craig Gass was the guy that did the Gene Simmons impersonations and the Paul Stanley impersonations. Spot on, you know. And there was a very classic Stern show bit that you can find on YouTube where Craig actually dressed up like Gene Simmons when the real Gene Simmons was in the studio. And boy, I remember hearing that when it came on, and I still revisit that from time to time. Craig Gass, such a funny guy. And I was able to, we talked a whole bunch. He told me so many stories about doing the Kiss cruise and opening up for Paul Stanley's Soul group. And anyway, that was very fun to meet Craig Gass making that Paul Stanley connection. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Look, ladies and gentlemen, as I was leaving, hold on a minute. Let me break this up. Let me break this up a bit. Let me tell you guys this. We're not going to look at the sea monkeys tonight. They are still alive, but they're small and there's not many of them. There's just a few small ones and we can barely almost see them. So we will check in with the monks probably tomorrow. All right? All right, but let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys are all excited. You like regularity. You like routine. So why not place your bets right now on what shoes are on my feet? What am I wearing tonight? We're going to throw it to the Paul Stanley Amazon Prime Cool Shoe Cam inspired by Crocs. Give it a guess. What do you guys think? 3, 2, 1.
I saw someone's shoes out and I just went, why not me?
Yeah!
All right,
Let me adjust the camera.
Paul Stanley Pumas. All right, Paul Stanley Pumas. All right, Paul Stanley Pumas. My man Paul Stanley's got what you need.
Yeah!
Sneakers, Velcro, that's what you need. Paul Stanley Pumas. Get it to ya!
I saw
Paul
someone.
Stanley
All right.
Pumas.
All right. Of course I'm wearing the Paul Stanley Pumas. They're the most comfortable shoe I own. I want to wear them all the time. I love them. I just look at... Let me show you guys something here. Hold on. Make sure Paul doesn't jump back in on us. Hold on. Okay. That's what I'm doing all the time. If it seems like I'm wiggling around or moving up here a lot, I'm doing this with my feet. It's a good way to burn calories, get my steps in while I do the show. Damn, that is so much harder than it looks. Oh, shit. It's harder than it looks. I'm not stretched. I haven't stretched. I'm falling apart here. All right, guys. Now you know what shoes I'm wearing. Robert Dog, show these people what they can buy at ClownvisToTheRescue.com. Robert Dog. Robbie. Robert Dog, show them around the room. What do you got, big guy? Oh, that's right. Activities and Beyond Volume 2 is in stock. Who's got theirs so far? In the comments, if you've gotten it delivered already, drop a comment. Let me know what you think of this new book. They are going out. They are all signed up and ready to go. If you don't have one yet, ClownvisToTheRescue.com. Go to the merch section. Pick yo ass up one. Got it? And hey, grab some other stuff while you're at it. Clown Motel keychains, posters, pins, pens, and more. Robert, you're a good dog. Look at that book. Be a Hootiful. Authentic quality. Thanks, Rob. That's Robert Dog. Rob the dog. Rub his belly. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It sure is fun to be able to look. I'm stretching the show out because I'm comfortable. I want to be here. Hey, listen, I see your comments. Corey asked, will Fluxnut sign it? This is what's really exciting about this. we sat down for a couple nights in a row. Myself, Branina, Squeeb, and Nuffnaff, and Robert, and we signed all the books. Now, while we were signing them, Fluxnut did bust in, and he signed a small handful of them. And keep in mind that the signature sessions went late into the night. And so I, personally, got a little loopy, and on some of them I wrote secret messages, and some of them I filled in some of the things in the activities and apologized in the autograph. But they are all, Fluxnut did not autograph them all, no. But if you did get a Fluxnut autograph, or if you do get one, let me know. Let your friends know. He signed, I don't know, maybe 10 of them or something. He didn't get that. We don't want to keep him around that much. Hey, we got to talk about something amazing that happened today. Who's ready for something amazing? I was gonna make this a wow, but it's not even a wow. I mean, it is a wow. But this is amazing. Check it out, guys. This is so exciting. We have, I should say this, when I was leaving the birthday party that I did with the guys from 105.7 FM today, I looked at my telephone, which I keep on me sometimes, and I look at, and I saw that I had a tweet mention. I'm looking right now because you never know. I had a tweet mention. I'm going to show you guys this. Hold on. This really blew my mind. I'm on Twitter, but I'm not that active on there, That's for funny guys that want to give away their one-liners. Not give away. There's a place for it. But the people that are prolific on Twitter, they're good at giving away their ideas in one block, and I'm not. I'm a long-form clown. So anyway, wouldn't you believe my surprise this morning when I got when I see a tweet I was tagged in by? Any guesses? Any guesses who tagged me in a tweet this morning? Or maybe you're on Twitter and you saw it. Ladies and gentlemen, Clownvis got tagged in a tweet by wrestling legend Chris Jericho. What? What? What in the heck? Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling legend Chris Jericho. This guy is clearly one of the greatest wrestlers in history, and he has a podcast. And I'll be damned if they did not bring up Clownvis on his podcast this morning. And they only talked about me for a second. He was interviewing an Elvis impersonator. One of the guys from Vegas, who I don't know personally. His name is Travis Allen. I don't know him personally, but maybe our paths have crossed. We'll get that into that in just a minute. But boy, it really blew my mind to be tagged. He says, I sit down with Travis Allen. We talk about the Memphis Mafia and Clownvis or something. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, let's listen. This is Chris Jericho's podcast. We're going to listen to a snippet of. All right, where's it at here? The name of the podcast is... Let me see.
What are some of the most unique Elvis impersonators that you've seen? Like you just said, you saw them in all shapes and sizes.
Oh, good. An interesting guy. Clownvis. That guy's interesting. He dresses as a clown Elvis. But he sings too, so it's kind of cool. You got a lot of people that dress up in different ways, man, like make their own outfits or whatnot. I had a guy one time do a contest within a jumpsuit, but the back of his jumpsuit was cut out because he had a big Elvis tattoo on his back. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I'm still laughing about Clownvis. That's great.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? How about that? I mean, it's not the rave of the century, but the fact that that wrestling legend, we're talking minimum 6 championship belts. I don't know off the top of my head his stats. I know he was the first undisputed champion when they became the WWE. And his style, his power, his confidence, his promos, everything about Chris Jericho is very, very cool. Where's my printout? I had some, this was something I had here. What to say about Chris Jericho. No, I don't know where my printout went, but I had he had a quote from the, was he upset about not, is he upset about not being in the WWE Hall of Fame, which we all know, of course he should be. But when he's doing what he's currently doing, they're not going to let him in. He said it does not bother him at all. He said when the Sex Pistols got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they didn't show up, and he thinks that's cool. That's what I think. I'm with the Ayatollah of rock and rolla, ladies and gentlemen. I feel a beautiful friendship budding right now between me and wrestling legend Chris Jericho. I love it. I can't believe it. And hey, look, he followed me on Instagram. Do you think he likes me? No, I'm telling you guys, I've been over the moon all day because I've talked about it in the past. I am a wrestling fan. Now, I'm not a huge wrestling fan. I don't study at all. I don't sit there with my wrestling notebook and take wrestling notes. But since the 90s, I've always liked wrestling because of a very few standout superstars that keep my interest. One of those, ladies and gentlemen, is the mighty Chris Jericho. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you very much, Chris Jericho. Everybody follow him on Instagram. Check this out. Follow him on Instagram, Chris Jericho of Ozzy. And go to his first picture up now with the Elvis guy. And run up the comments. I'm tagged in it. Run up those comments on Jericho's page. Let him know that Clownvis is a fan. Clownvis fans are family to the Chris Jericho family, and if there's ever any way we can get Chris Jericho on this show, or I could pop in on Jericho's show, of course, or if we could write a song together. I know he sings. I'm just saying, I love the guy, and you guys as fans you can do a lot of good work by just going to his page and saying, hey, heard Clown was talking about you because you were talking about him, and then maybe he'll talk about me again, and I can talk about how he talked to me again, and that's how friendships are made, I think. Let me tell you this, guys. On the guy that he was interviewing, the Elvis impersonator that Chris Jericho was interviewing on that show, I listened to it, and it's wonderful. It's very, very, very nice. This guy right here, who you see over my shoulder, his name is Travis Allen, one of Las Vegas's premier Elvis impersonators, and he's seen here with his wife, who is in fact a Lady Gaga tribute artist. How about that? What a Vegas couple made in heaven. Now, he looks familiar to me, and if I've ever met him. We haven't met face-to-face that I know, but I believe in the podcast, on Chris Jericho's podcast, he was mentioning how he does, Travis was mentioning how he does, and Guardian Devil, I see you say in the comments, they are not Elvis impersonators, they are Elvis tribute artists. Guardian Devil, you're pretty much always wrong in the comments. I'm surprised you always pipe up. Go ahead and listen to this guy on this podcast, on Chris Jericho's podcast, where he explains why he does not like to be called an Elvis tribute artist, and why that is a gimmick that just was put together by Priscilla Presley. And actual Elvis impersonators are not ashamed, or they don't not say that they're Elvis impersonators. So you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong. And who the hell, I'm not going to get mad at the comments right now, but I'm talking to Guardian Devil in the comments on YouTube. Who in the hell would think it's a good idea when I'm talking about a tribute artist here, who in the hell would think it's a good idea to try to prove me wrong when I'm talking about Elvis impersonators? What kind of thick-headed numbskull would come to Clownvis? I'm fucking Clownvis, excuse the F word. What kind of thick-headed numbskull would come to Clownvis and say, when Clownvis is talking about a world-famous Elvis impersonator who was just on legendary wrestlers Chris Jericho's podcast, what kind of thick-headed numbskull in the comments would say, actually, Clownvis, maybe you don't know this about Elvis impersonators, but they prefer to be called tribute artists. Come on, guy. Come on. You gotta shut the hell up and trust me. Thank you very much. All right, guys, I'm talking about Travis Allen. I'm going to shut these comments off. I don't want to get mad. I'm talking about Travis Allen here, who is one of the premier guys out in Las Vegas that does Elvis. Now, I don't know how, he's the one that mentioned me on the show. I don't know how he knows me, but he did mention doing some Elvis contest in Southern California, which I did one time, and I would love, if I could, to tell you guys a story. And I'm wondering if Travis Allen might have been there, because he does look familiar, and he looks like he could have definitely been there. So here's the deal. Paul Stanley coincidence numero dos. Happening right now. Where are we at here? That guy threw me off trying to tell me how to talk about Elvis. You completely threw me off, you son of a bitch. But that's all right. I have the comments closed now, so I can't see anything. I'll tell you what. This is what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is... What the hell was I talking about? Now I got to open up the comments again, because I don't know what the hell I was talking about. Somebody tell me what I was talking about. Elvis impersonators. Oh! I'm talking about El Segundo! I'm talking about El Segundo, ladies and gentlemen. I was called, this is 2013. I was living in Los Angeles. I got a phone call saying, Clownvis, we are putting together a Elvis tribute, not Elvis tribute, an Elvis look-alike, an Elvis impersonator contest. And it is an official EPE event, Elvis Presley Enterprises, an official EPE event. The prize is $500. Would you come down to El Segundo and be a part of this contest at Rockin' Brews? You guys know Rockin' Brews? Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons restaurant. The first one, El Segundo, Ground Zero. So I say, because the lady tells me this, she goes, Clownvis, we would love to have you as part of this contest because it's going to be a lot of locals and a lot of amateurs. We want to really make it a show. We want to bring some professionals in. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm the ringer. I'm thinking I'm going to get there. It's going to be a bunch of Halloween Express Elvises, and I'm going to be able to just get up there and go, Viva Las Vegas, and take my $500 and eat my Rockin' Brew burger and go home. That's what I thought was going to happen. All right. But when I showed up, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a, I guess you'd call this a little bit of a slideshow. I don't know what you'd call this. Where did I put this stuff? In the gold dream. Check this out. First of all, when I Googled Rockin' Brews to find a picture of Rockin' Brews to show you guys, the first one that came up is this one of Gene and Paul in El Segundo Rockin' Brews delivering French fries and burgers. Okay? That's the place I was at. This is the Rockin' Brews in El Segundo that I was at. If you are looking the way Gene Simmons is looking, the stage is right there. Okay? That gives you some perspective. And look at Paul Stanley's shoes. And look at my shoes. You got that zebra tip, if you know what's up. Now then. I get to El Segundo Rock Brews to take my $500, singing a couple Elvis songs, and prance home. That was my plan. I can't get my shoe back on. Well, when I arrive, look at this. When I arrive, I realize I'm in a room with a lot of real-ass Elvis impersonators. Or Elvis tribute artists, if you will. Now, from the second I walked in, I could tell these guys meant business. I could tell this was not their first rodeo, and it was mine. This was my first Elvis contest rodeo. I do not do contests. I was only there, and I'm being honest, I was only there because I thought I could easily win $500. And even when I size these guys up, because you look, you see the guys beyond there with the sundial and the eagle jumpsuits. Those jumpsuits are thousands, up to $4 or $5 grand for those proper suits that these guys wear. So they mean business. I know they mean business, and I could tell right away this place was stocked. This pond was stocked with proper impersonators. And even still, ladies and gentlemen, I thought, well, I got a chance. I've seen Elvis impersonators, man. I'm not trying to be cocky. Most of them are not good singers. They might have the $4 grand to spend on the suit. They might have a nice toupee that looks like a real hair. But it's, they don't fool me. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's not my ting. Anyway, I look around the room, I see all these guys, I think, man, they do not like me one bit. I say, I got an idea. I'm going to go hang out with the losers. So I find the dregs of this contest. I find the absolute outcasts and weirdos, and I go up and try to chat them up, better than standing there alone without a drink in my hand. So I go over to, you see on the far side of the screen there, John Cougar Mellon Elvis, and he was a loose cannon, didn't really want to get to know him. The other guys, I tried talking it up, nobody liked me. Even the dregs didn't like me. So, anyway, I just wanted to go to Rock Brews and sing some damn songs. They got us corralled in this art gallery for about 45 minutes. No, nothing. No, nothing. Maybe I found my ass a cup of water or something, but it was a long-ass wait, and I do not like being corralled. Anyway, they made us take this picture. You can see here I'm, looking at my buddy Sean, who was taking the picture. I'm horsing around. You can see the guys are taking it seriously. There are a lot of older gentlemen, a few young guys that are taking it very seriously. My favorite thing about this particular photo is this guy right above me here. You can see his tidy whities. Look. You can see his underwear. And I am just childish enough that I think that's funny. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is probably one of my favorite photos of all time. Straying from the pack. A lone wolf. And you see, as I walk away, they all touch their junk and laugh to one another. Ha 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 ha. This is our $500, they're saying. That clown shouldn't even be here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have the power of Gene and Paul. I'm at Rock Brews. I think I got this, man. I got this. I get up there, ladies and gentlemen. I get up on stage at Rock Brews when it's my turn. And I sing. I sing my heart out. I'm up there. Yep, come on. Bright light city, gonna set my soul on fire. Got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn, so get those stakes up higher. There's 1,000 pretty women waiting out there. They're all living the devil may care, and I'm just a devil with the love to spare. Come on, viva! Vegas. You know what I'm talking about. I get up there and I kill. Every other guy was up there with a $5,000 suit on going, when no one else can understand me. Oh, that's the one wonder of you. Thank you very much. Terrible. Not all of them. There was clearly one or two guys that could actually sing, and they picked the right songs to sing. And to my demise, to my detriment, there was a young guy, a young teenager, you know, like a 14-year-old, 15-year-old Elvis boy. And of course, young Elvis boy was the ultimate winner because, you know, he's a young guy that did a good job. But it came down, after all the Elvises went, however many of there was, you know, probably 12 of us, they narrowed it down to 3. Little guy Elvis, you know, little boy Elvis, teenage Elvis, and then one big guy Elvis with a $5,000 suit, who had a wonderful voice. Mine was better, but he did good. And then me. Ladies and gentlemen, no contest. The little guy, the kid won, the teenager won by that much. So I guess it was a contest by that much. Numero 2 poblano, me llamo. Me llamo numero 2 poblano. Right here, all right? Take a good look. Because the third guy with this fancy suit, he didn't win. Anyway, I had a great time. I wasn't there to win. I didn't win diddly squat. I paid for my own burger and all that jive. But it didn't matter, you know. At the time, in 2013, when this happened, I was just happy to get out there and do anything, especially go to Rock Brews, which I had heard of, but never been to. Now, listen, this is where the story gets good. I get off stage, okay? And a big 6'5", maybe he's Hawaiian, maybe he's Samoan, I don't know, man, but he is big. And he's got a scar down the middle of his face like he has been through the weeds. And he's dressed like some kind of crazy Elvis guy, but he's not dressed as Elvis, okay? This man is probably, I would say, over 50, under 60. Wearing almost like a leisure suit with big, almost like a tweed leisure suit. But you could tell he's an Elvis guy. He looks like a 1970s Elvis mafia guy. All right? Well, this guy comes up to me with his little friend, his little buddy, who is a very small man. I don't think that he was a little person, but he was a very small man. He was a little guy. Also Hawaiian or Samoan or something. And he was, or maybe Mexican or something. But he was very angry, the little guy was. Classic. This is classic big bully, little guy bully, henchman. They come at me. They come at Clownvis. All right? I'm standing there talking to some family saying, I love El Segundo. I love Rock Brews. Having a good time here. And this guy comes up to me. Menacing, gets in my face, hovers over me. He says, you are a disgrace to that jumpsuit. Kind of pokes me. And I go, hey man, I'm an Elvis fan first, man. I got all the records, I got all the books. You want to have a trivia contest, of course, you'll realize that I'm an Elvis fan. He goes, who was Elvis's karate teacher? I said, well, I know he studied with a few guys, but you're probably talking about Ed Parker was his main karate teacher. He goes, yeah. He holds up a necklace. He goes, do you recognize this? I go, nah, I don't really. He goes, I trained under Ed Parker. And I'm like, all right, man. Like, look, I think, honestly, I would think the guy's cool. Then my friend Sean Barrett, the Croc guy, he kind of starts into the guy, because obviously, how the hell could this weird Elvis guy be making fun of me and be giving me trouble, This is the kind of guy that would walk into a 7-Eleven and get laughed at 7 days a week. Any day of the week, this guy's getting laughed at and persecuted every which way he turns because of the way he looks. Because he looks like a fool. But I think he looks cool. I am the 1% that thinks, wait, man, this guy kind of looks like a cool Elvis guy. I like it. But he don't like me. Because he thinks I'm making fun of Elvis. So Sean starts, poking him a little bit, saying, hey, man, who the hell are you to talk, you weirdo? I turn to the little guy. I say, hey, man, I don't want any trouble with you guys. I'm just here to have fun. Little guy goes, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. And then he gets the little guy's mad at me. And then I realize, oh, well, you're right. He didn't really say anything. He was just kind of sitting there like this. So, yes, technically he didn't say anything, but he was cracking his little knuckles at me. And finally, I'm trying so hard to just level with the guy. I'm never going to fight one of these kind of guys. I go, look, man, I think you're out of line. Because all the people, he's cussing and stuff. All the people around me are sitting at their El Segundo Rock Brews booths. And they're looking like, why is this guy being mean to the clown? Why is this guy cursing at the clown? I go, hey, man, we're all Elvis fans here. We're all just singing songs. I go, you heard me sing? He goes, you sounded good. I know he liked me. But he had a problem with me. He thought I was goofing, And he thought that it was his job to clean up the place. So anyway, unfortunately, there's not a big fallout to the story. I mean, there's not a big ending to the story. They left without a fuss after saying, I will destroy you. That's what he said to me. I will destroy you. Like, why the hell? Oh, no, he goes, I will drop you right now. That's what he said. I will drop you right now. Why? Because I'm Clownvis? Would you rather be with these guys? Are those guys cool? Is everybody in that room except for me cool in those people's eyes? It's really hard to understand, You can still find it. There was an article written about it, about this particular El Segundo thing, where they analyzed me and they asked if I was an Elvis tribute artist or if I was and the guys summed up that I was a crazy punk rocker with anarchistic fans, and while he doesn't like me, technically it's entertainment. That's what this thing summed up. Google Clownvis ETA, you'll find it. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you because I was thinking about that. Thanks to the homeboy Travis Allen, my new favorite Elvis impersonator. I want to get Travis Allen on the show. He's married to a Lady Gaga impersonator. I think that's fantastic. And ladies and gentlemen, I got off on that story because I believe that Travis might have been involved in that exact El Segundo thing because he talks about it sometimes. Wow, where does the time go? I had a couple more things I was going to do tonight, but I guess I've just been talking about Elvis, which I really never do. But I like that guy. I like Travis Allen, and of course, I'm a huge Chris Jericho fan. So the fact that I got the honorable mention in that podcast is very cool. Very cool, guys. And speaking of very cool guys, I'm going to do this right now, and then maybe we'll try to squeeze in a little more after this, all right? But I think right now we shouldn't waste any time. Da-da-da-da! Huh! Oh my God, it's time for shout outs, but I gotta get them. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry it took me a while. I had to go get the shout-outs. If you want to make a shout-out on tomorrow night's show, I think you should. It's going to be a good idea. Going to be a good night. All you got to do to make a shout-out, you can send $5 or more donation to Venmo at Clownvis or PayPal, clownvisoftherescue@gmail.com. Or you can go to clownvisoftherescue.com and you can find that information. The first shout-out is always a doozy, so buckle up. Hey, this was a missed one. I got to put some extra mustard on this one because it was an important one, and I missed it last week. From the one and the only Dan Windish, wants to give a shout-out early happy birthday, even though technically now it's late happy birthday, to Harold Dufresne. Hopefully you caught the shrimp on the first try. Damn hibachi chef always overthrows mine. Happy birthday and cheers, Dan Windish. Harold, did you go to Hibachi Grill? I have not been to one since I was a young man, and I really want to go. If I ever got to go on a date, I would want to go to a Hibachi Grill. From Bonzo Branzino, shout out to the following WAPs. Laura Holtz, Kate McGlone, Helen Mirren, Jillian Anderson, and Dame Judy Dench. They make my Bahiga go Botswana. No idea what any of that means. Hey, here's a great one from Patrick Gleason. A big shout out to Hella Short Shout Outs. Look at that. How come they all can't be like that? Patrick Gleason says, I'm going to read it again. I'm going to double read this one because I like it so much. Big shout out to Hella Short Shout Outs. And that's it. That's it. That's all it's got to be. A shout out doesn't have to be long. I don't have to draw every shout out. Some of them, every once in a while, maybe it's okay if we do a little shout out like Patrick Gleason wrote in. A big shout out to Hella Short Shout Outs. Imagine if this shout out that I'm reading right now was a long one. Imagine if it was a longie. Imagine if Patrick Gleason's shout out, which says big shout out to Hella Short Shout Outs, was just stretched out like taffy. Was he made elongated? A longie. It's a longie. Anyway, I love short shout outs. Short. Thank you, Patrick Gleason. From Norbert. Hey, Clownvis, Norbert here, requesting a shout-out for Clownvis of the Rescue. This shout-out is from Norbert to Clownvis, Nuff Naff Rat, the unofficial Clownvis Mafia, and everyone who liked my fun fan art Clownvis statue on last Saturday's show. I really appreciated you and Nuff Naff's rave review of my work. I was asked if it could be seen in the future at the Clown Motel, but I've already promised the statue as a birthday gift for my friend Marilyn Chris, who turned me on to Clownvis of the Rescue. I will definitely create another similar fun fan art statue in the near future and send it to the Clown Motel for room 222. Bahiga! From Harold Dufresne. Harold Dufresne, shout out to everyone who gave me a birthday shout out on last Saturday night's show. Bahiga, and thanks to you all. Another one from Harold Dufresne. Harold Dufresne, belated birthday shout out to Polka Kapolka. Hope you had an awesome one. From watching your live stream, it surely looked like you did. Happy birthday to Polka. That's my guy. Up in Pittsburgh, PA. A triple dip from Harold Dufresne never goes unnoticed. I appreciate it, HD. Harold Dufresne, shout out to TGIF. In the early 90s, we used to get excited for ABC's TGIF TV lineup. We would wait all week for Full House, for Perfect Strangers, for Family Matters. to play on our TV on Friday nights. Now in 2021, we wait all week to see Clownvis to the rescue play on our streaming devices on Friday night. How much better off are we in 2021 compared to the 1990s? I'll take Clownvis over Danny Tanner any day of the week. Perfect strangers, Harold Dufresne, don't be ridiculous. Hey, from the unofficial Clownvis Mafia group on Facebook, happy birthday to Polka Ka Polka. You know it's a party if polka's involved. Here's to many, many more, brother man. I agree. Cheers to the man. Polka, happy birthday. From Bonzo Branzino, shout out to Kate McGlone and Kyla. Have a super fun spa night. I hope you brought the roll of quarters for the vending machine. Tell us what you ate at Char. Peace and love. Peace and love. Another one from Bonzo Branzino. Happy 34th birthday, Laura Holtz, the hottest MILF with the finest wow. Finest wow. FOINESTWAP. Finest wow. Let's keep track of the toys this time. Nobody needs to end up in the emergency room. You are the Botswana Queen. Love, Abonzo. From John Shorney. This is to the googly-eyed crazy alien Squeeb. Hey, I got my package of Clownvis merch delivered today, and every item brings much joy to my heart. But what takes the cake is the personalized Squeeb poster, which are now sold out. Those are gone. I love it. Getting a custom frame for it, and I have the perfect spot on my wall for where it's going. Thanks, Squeeb. Well, thank you, John Shorney. And yeah, the Squeeb 8x10s are sold out, but there's new stuff coming to the Clownvis to the rescue.com merch room next week. You guys get excited. You guys get excited, all right? I need everyone right now to get excited because next week, I even have half of the stuff in the warehouse already, but we're going to drop it at once. We got some cool stuff coming out next week, all right? And right now, I'll remind you guys one more time. Here, let's take a little shout-out break. There's some more shout-outs, but I'm going to take a shout-out break to remind you at clownvistotherescue.com right now. You can buy Clownvis Activities and Beyond Volume 2. By popular demand, it's Clownvis to the Rescue Activities
And beyond.
Volume 2. A fully loaded activity book featuring interactive pages based on popular show segments. Have fun coloring in your favorite characters and enjoy show-related puzzles, games, and more. Did we mention the back cover is a cutout mask of Branina 95? Well,
It is.
And that's not all. Your order of Clownvis to the Rescue Activities
And beyond.
Volume 2 comes with a free sticker and postcard. Plus, the coolest part of all, every book is hand-signed by the entire cast. Did someone say, wow? Wow! Save $5 by ordering the Clownvis to the Rescue Activities
And beyond.
Bundle, featuring Volumes 1 and 2. Act fast. You don't want to miss out on the activities.
And beyond.
Order your copy today by visiting www.clownvistotherescue.com. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that is available now. So let me do some more of these shout-outs because these are the second half of the shout-outs. All right. From the almighty Travis Lands. Travis says, hey, Clownvis, I was in a feature film shoot during COVID in New Jersey called Marijuana Minutes. They're doing a crowdsourcing attempt to finish the film. Thanks to Patty for donating already. Happy Mother's Day. Let me tell you guys where you can find that crowdsourcing at. Name of the movie is Marijuana Minutes. You can go to seedsandspark.com. That's seed, SEED, and spark, SPARK.com. And then go to /fund/marijuana minutes. Seedandspark.com. Get that funded. We want to see Travis in a Marijuana Minute movie. Why wouldn't we? Cassandra! Hi, Clownvis. That's what she says. Hi, Clownvis. Happy Friday. Just wanted to wish a happy belated birthday to Polka Kapolka. Hope your day is killer and that you have a blast. Love, Cassandra McCurdy. Thank you, little sweet Cassandra. You are a pumpkin. Ken Treadway, dearest Clownvis, happy birthday to Polka Kapolka. While he's a difficult pain in the ass, we still mostly tolerate our favorite wizard. Usually, even if we have to keep reporting him to Zuckerbot. Love, Ken. Well, Polka, stay out of trouble with the gang, but I think they do like you. From the homie Eric Boyd. What's up, Eric? Shout out to Emma Parker. Congrats on getting into grad school. Wishing you much success in the new school. Bahiga. Another one from Eric Boyd. Hey, Clownvis, this shout out is for you. Aw. Recognizing all that you do for us. No matter what we have going on in our week, we know that Friday and Saturdays are going to be fun. Thank you. Well, Eric, thank you, man. I couldn't do it without you guys. Actually, I could, but it would be boring and lonely to do it without you guys. Another Eric Boyd. What's this? A shout out to Alan Swaney? What's the guy's deal anyway? Always cheering people on and being an all-around good dude. I hope one day to be like him. Alan Swaney from Eric Boyd. And another from Eric Boyd. Thanks to Tim Parker for always having my back, especially when we are doing the impossible. I appreciate you. Wow, Eric Boyd with a lot of shout-outs there for a lot of good people. Thank you, Eric, and all the people you mentioned. From Lilith. Hi, Lilith. This shout-out is dedicated to my grandmother, Marilyn. You have supported me throughout it all, and I'm glad, as we sit together for the first time in years, we are able to bond over some silliness. Distance often keeps us apart, but my heart is with you, now and forever. I love you, Grandma. From Lilith. That is wonderful. Lilith, I love a good old-fashioned grandma shout-out. And I say hello to your grandmother, Marilyn, and I say hello to you, Lilith. Thank you. And one more shout-out from Tony Borelli. Shout-out to, wow, Marilyn, Lilith's grandma. Neat. Much clown love to you and Lilith. How fun is that, ladies and gentlemen? It's a reciprocal motion here at Shout-Outs. So, if you want to make a shout-out on tomorrow night's show, I think you should. All you got to do is send a $5 or more donation to Venmo at Clownvis or PayPal clownvistotherescue@gmail.com. If you need to remember these links, you can go to clownvistotherescue.com. Find them all day long, all right? My name is Clownvis. These are simply known around the neighborhood when I go to the local pool, when I go to the local YMCA, when I go to do community service at the local park, clearing brush. A lot of guys stop me. They say, Clownvis, why? What? When? I say, shout-outs! Oh my God! I've had such a good day, feeling okay. Hey! I've had such a good day, I'm feeling okay. I'm going to close your comments here. I'm going to open your comments. I've had them closed the entire time. I don't know if you guys are even still here. I don't even know if I'm still online. Oh, good, you're still here. Hi, I'm Clownvis. I broadcast live on the internet, and it's very fun. Let me tell you guys what we're going to do right now, all right? Let me tell you guys what we're going to do. we are going to wrap this episode up, episode 155. That's a big number, isn't it, guys? We are going to wrap up 155. I got a lot more show I didn't even get to tonight, which will make tomorrow jam-packed again. Tomorrow night, we're going to do it all again. But tonight, now, we're going to go to Instagram. Okay? Capiche, Pablano? Capiche, Pablano? We're going to go to Instagram.com or on your application on your telephones, Instagram, and follow me on Instagram at Clownvis. All right? Figure it out. C-L-O. Figure it out. Clownvis. One word. And remember, guys, you got to make me look good over there. I'm going to go over there and sing some songs. I love doing after parties on Instagram. But we got to look good over there. Why? It's not just you guys following me anymore. It's not just you guys and your friends and your grandmas following me anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Chris Jericho following me now. So when I'm singing the goddamn Partridge Family, when I'm singing We Didn't Start the Fire, when I'm trying to sing Total Eclipse of the Heart, Chris Jericho might be watching. Okay? So maybe that's good for me. Maybe that's good for you. Maybe that's good entertainment for the world champion, time and time again, Chris Jericho, the Ayatollah of rock and roll up. So, hey, guys, let's go over to Instagram at Clownvis. Do you got it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you got it? I'm going to go over there. I'm going to sing a couple songs. I don't have anything planned except for one. I did think of one song, but I cannot remember what it was. So it's going to be all new, all requests tonight. Gooty Kitten, I see your comment. He's going to start hanging out with his cool new friends and forget all about us. No, Gooty Kitten, I already have a lot of cool friends. And I've forgotten you. No, I don't know. I don't even know. How could I forget you, Gooty? How is that your name, Gooty? G-U-I-T. Guit? Guite Kitten. Guite. I will never forget you, Guite Kitten. All right, guys, let's go to Instagram. Instagram at Clownvis. That's who me is. That's who me is. Mogala. I love you guys. Let's go to Instagram at Clownvis. I'm gonna sing some songs and do my shtick because I'm Clownvis. Clownvis to the rescue. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, go to clownvistotherescue.com. Clownvistotherescue.com to order Clownvis merchandise if you need it. And if you need anything else, you can probably find it here. It's like Go Ask Jeeves for 2021. Clownvis. Clownvis to the rescue. Bahiga, meet me at Instagram. Guit Kitten. Guait Kitten. Guit Kitten. Guyuat Kitten. Guyuat Kitten. Guyuat Kitten. Instagram at Clownvis. Give me 1.5 minutes.